King Rex coming at you with another Euchre video. This video is about mistakes that I would that lower rated players, either beginners, mid range, maybe some of the better players you play with that are friends and family make. These are the mistakes that keep people from becoming great Euchre players. Um, Everyone makes mistakes in Euchre though, so it's not like I'm trying to pick on these people. But you can learn from these mistakes and not make these same mistakes in your game. I played six rated games. All the players were in between about 1750 and 1900 in their ratings. So we'll watch and see what mistakes were made here. So I go ahead and call clubs because I have right, plus one, and an ace. First trick, hearts are led. Partner takes the next trick with the ace, and he leads hearts back. Do not double lead the same suit on your partner's call. I mean, this one isn't as egregious because it's a boss card. I probably should have thrown my ace away on it. Um, but if your partner's not paying attention, they might not realize that that's a double led suit. Plus, Tony doesn't have any, so I should have just threw the ace on it. If you had a trump, you could take it. If not, oh well. But don't double lead. So I kind of made a mistake in not recognizing just to not trump here. But I mean, having ace is a good card in a right. So you almost want to go queen, right, ace. That's what you're thinking of doing in this situation. But yeah, a partner needs to not double lead the same suit. Even worse, he had Trump to lead, and I had not played Trump yet. If you have Trump to lead, especially in this area, and your partner has not played any Trump yet, for sure lead him. You should lead Trump to a partner's call. You've taken one trick, you lead Trump to them, they can then, you're setting them up to Trump. And if your partner's called it, especially if it's rated below 2000, most people aren't calling on less than three Trump. Let's have two high ones. That you have the ace. They'd almost have to have both jacks at that point. And you already have a trick, and if you have both jacks, you're getting the point right there. Whether you have it anyway. But lead Trump to your partner's call. You're almost certainly going to get a point if you do that, unless they call something crazy, especially in this area. So once again, lead Trump to your partner's call um, if Trump has not been led yet. It was lucky that he could have caused me to get Euchre here if he couldn't have taken that trick with that Trump card because he didn't lead properly. This here's a call most people don't like making. Three low Trump, especially with bad offsuit. I like this call. Okay, right now hearts has been led. I take it. He got a diamond. My partner takes it with the trump card. He leads hearts again. It's the same exact scenario. This time I don't trump in, but it's the same exact scenario. He's basically given Hoosiers an opportunity to get a free trick here because I really can't afford to trump this card this time because I need these ones to carry. If he over trumps me, we could get in trouble. But I actually make the mistake and trump it. And had they held, you know what I'm saying? I mean, plus it's the same thing there. He had the left bower. If you have the right or left bower, your partner calls, always, always, always lead it. 100% of the time. Lead that. Make another one of these calls. Three low trump cards. Partner takes the first trick. He double leads again. That's may not, probably not even the same partner, but I just let that one go. I'm like, fine, they can have it. Because I'm not going to get caught up in trumping when I shouldn't be. I don't know why there's this idea of double leading Trump on your partner's calls when they have not led Trump yet. It's a terrible idea. I will never understand why people do it. Luckily, we get our point, but realistically, he gave them a free trick. Partner orders a spade here. He ordered Trump from first seat and he led an ace. Which gets taken? If you have aces to protect and you call trump, you have to lead trump. Lead trump before your aces. He gives that trick away. And this one they get too. So right now they're on the verge of euchring us. There they go. They got a euchre there. Why did they get a euchre there? Because he didn't lead trump. He could have pulled trump out of those people's hands that time. He has the left and the right. If he leads the right bower, then leads his ace, he gets his point. If he leads the right bower and says, I don't have any trump, he can then lead the left, pull two whole rounds of trump out. His opponents would have to have three trump to stop him, and his ace is good, and he gets a point. That basically cost us the point he would have scored plus the 2 points they scored. That's a 3 point swing by not leading your trump before your aces. Once again, ace before trump, and now that time it works for him, but still, you lead your. We had a lot of AI because people quit when they're about to lose. Once again, you lead your trump cards before your aces to make your aces good. Unless you have, say, three low trump and you're just trying to force trump onto those aces. That's the only time I could see doing otherwise. Then I'd only do it with like one ace, not two. And he leads offsuit because he doesn't want to play a trump card. Yeah, we get the point there, but we get the point. But you lead trump before your aces don't get trump so much. Both hearts. Love's off here, which is good. That's another thing people have trouble doing. No, I lead trump to him. Oh, I think I know what this one was. I think this was a situation where Redneck Willie's. Okay, you need to put out a big trump there to force a big trump. He got lucky there. This guy had two trump. He could have went over that low and then still had his right power. And that could have caused him to get euchre. Now, whether or not it works out for you is not the issue. It's whether or not you should be doing it. Now, he gets lucky because that guy doesn't have any more trump cards. But had he had it, but yeah, he should have just threw his left bower on. If he's got right, he's going to take a trick anyway. Going cheap with it didn't help, especially had like the ace and the king. He had left ace king, I believe, so you could just go heavy on it. See here. Nine of hearts was the up card. I passed. Now you could go next there, but this level next there. So I lead trump to my partner, as you should do. To A, protect my aces, and to B, he called it. He should have trumped, especially in third seat. So this guy drops. Now, if you notice, he had the jack of hearts and the nine of hearts was on the kitty. That's enough to call on by itself, no matter what else is in your hand. So I take a trick with my ace of clubs, put out my ace of spades, try to pull a second trick. Then I just choose a card. I probably should have chose the spade. And he had the ace of diamonds. He would have had right plus one plus an ace. You've got to call that. He basically gave us a point instead of scoring a point himself because he called it wrong. And his partner had the ace of hearts too. So yeah, that's probably a 2 point play by him not calling it. So you got the ace of hearts, the jack of hearts, the jack of diamonds. That's a guaranteed point with. We do get him with the ace of clubs, but unless you have to go alone on this. I mean, why are you not going alone? Literally one card could stop you. You have to go alone there. That's just a terrible, terrible call not to call that go alone. All right. So yeah, you've got to go alone when you have a loner. I mean, she wouldn't have gotten it, but if the ace of clubs had been in her partner's hands out of my hand, she'd have easily marched there and gave away 2 points when they needed points. Okay, the issue here is he wasn't much. He ordered the ace of hearts here, and he had Jack, Jack, and the nine of hearts. He ordered the ace, but he could have passed and played diamonds, and the ace he gave was far better than the nine he had. And if we call it, he could euchre us. So, like, you have to realize, and we did, I think he gets it here. Yeah, he did get it. This thing repeats. He did get his point, but you have to realize if you have both jacks, they're just as good in diamonds or they are in hearts. And to give somebody ace when you have the nine, you're giving them a better trump card, and you're letting them make a discard. So you got to know in first seat not to do that. That's maybe a little more next level. Most of these people are doing bad leads, not leading trump to their partner, leading aces before trump, leading a card that's double leading when their partner calls it. I'm not making calls that are obvious calls. All these things are things you can do to make yourself better. I make mistakes. Every euchre player does make a mistake here and there. But I think these are pretty simple mistakes that most people can take out of their games and do a lot better. Um, so thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and have a great day.